Hi, you guys. Um, this reading is a major confirmation reading. There may be some other things that come up other than just confirming like your current state, but I will go into the spread that I have in front of me here because we have the Seven of Coins and the Hermit. So you're you're towards the end of a cycle, like you've began a new cycle, but at the same time, like there's an inner process that is finalizing. And it's it's going to take a while for you to okay, wait. It's more like spirit is waiting for you to take action on something. Spirit is waiting. It's been waiting. That's for you to take action. So through your physical self, through your physical state, go ahead and take action because that's going to change the dynamic of your readings here. Right now, I'm seeing that for those of you who are meant to see this reading, that you are observing like your financial situation, you're observing what you have, what you can create out of what you have. Some of you, it's kind of like reading through your books and gaining as much information as possible, or going into your production software and seeing what kind of tools and plugins that you have and the ones that you can gather type of thing. But it's giving that you may kind of feel limited. There may be a bit of a sort of like a awareness around what you are limited to in a way, even though you know you're free. Okay, common sense, common awareness that you are free, right? But of course, we only have so much practically, truly. In my house, I mean, as far as right now, like where I am right now, I only have so many objects and things. I only have so many resources until I go out or do make another step, another action. So you're being guided to make a transformation occur. And however, wherever you are, however you feel you're meant to go about that transformation, um, do it, okay? You're being given the initiation to transform this hermit energy here. Because you're at the end of a cycle within yourself, but in the world, okay, most of you are in a fresh new cycle, like, or just like unbound in a way, you know? If you get what I mean. Because in a like the worldly cycle, like the earthly cycles that we're in right now, or the one that we're in, is very much free spirited. It's very much Aquarius energy, or Sagittarius, Aquarius type of energy. And within yourself, there could have been like a waiting time period, or in in a figurative sense, you are locked into a state of being, maybe even going through the education system, or not being in a cave, not taking action, because you're waiting for the right time. You're waiting for spirit to really feel ready, you know? And you're getting there. You're getting to that point. Okay, so you're almost there. There's something about that. This is up ahead. This is around the corner. You being recognized as this. It's kind of like you feel this way. Like even I'm like 24 years old right now, and I feel like this sometimes. I feel so old, but it's just compression of the human body. It's the compression of nature of the human self. And really, I'm here in this state. I'm very abundant. I'm very, it's good to confirm these two, translating from me to you, because it's like a mirror here. Like, I'm very successful. I'm very aware of, the details. I'm very, in like connected in consciousness with, the bird on my hand. They fly right to me because they almost have like a recognition towards me, right? Like out of nowhere. But that's the divine communicating with you here. There's a sense of inner knowing, even throughout a certain kind of limited feeling or something like that. You're your energetic field is expanding right now. It's another download that I'm getting. So allow yourself to go through that. Do your exercises, do push-ups, do eat clean. You know, do what you need to do. Meditate to clear out your inner space. Okay, that's a major message alignment going on right now. King of Swords. Um, you have a lot of mental clarity. If you feel like you're in a brain fog a bit at the moment, that's going to clear out as you take action. Okay, continue taking action because you're going to get to newer heights, even heights that you've never been at before, of this clarity. And also confirmation that you are in a season right now where you're highly aware that you are, there's like a bug in here. I'm like trying to see what type of bug that is. I don't know. It's small though. You see it? It's like bigger than a mosquito, but it looks, I don't know. It's just a fly. Anyway. It's that season right now. It's like fall time. It's changing seasons, so there's a lot of bugs. Um, Outside, not really in my house, but King of Swords is very much like a director. You're being seen as this too. Like you could have a very clear, loud voice or a loud presence in a way. Like when you do speak, it may not be that often, but when you do speak, I'm getting that it's direct. Okay? That's what this spread is trying to say, like with this card. I don't doubt that at all. And there's something about judgment too. Like you have a good judgment. You need to have good judgment. It comes in handy, having good judgment. It really does. People will listen to your judgment too. You're in like this season of people looking up to you in this way, like you're the King of Swords. Even me personally, that resonates. Like around a lot of like, or if I'm on a server, like on a video game, like maybe even Roblox or something, I've played that since like 2011, since I was like 10 years old. Like it's been a childhood game. So if I log in nowadays, and like talking on like voice chat to other like players that are younger than me, usually a lot of players on there, this is a side note for the reading, but a lot of players on there are like 18, 19, um, towards the end of high school or in high school. And so I can like really relate to where they've been because it feels like just like yesterday that I was in their shoes, you know? So I can really relate to them. And when they talk to me, they're kind of like, whoa, like you sound like they really like shut up and listen, you know? And I can tell that some of them are thinking, you know, to themselves, like whatever they're thinking, like you sound like an adult because I am. So so maturing is coming. Maturing, you're on a path of maturing. And also needing to be aware, confirmation of being aware of, even though you're sitting in one place, you could be a life path one or have one at somewhere like in your like soul number, something like that, your arcana, I don't know, something where the magician can basically like make magic happen through decision making, through using his tools and his resources. Once again, if you've been like doubting about like what you have, Spirit wants to come to you and say, "Hey, you have everything you need," and you need to um, really focus on your emotional contentment about what you have currently, because that's how you will only get more. If you are not emotionally content with what you have, then you won't be as strong of a magnet for what is out there or what others are willing to share with you, right? Because that's the time that we're in. That literally is. Humanity is in a time period of altruism, even if people are acting like jerks sometimes. Not everyone is in that mode, but um, truly, the age of Aquarius is about offering. It's about offering to one another, brothers and sisters. So it's a collect. That's why we talk about the collective, is because we're here to uplift those of us who are energetically ready, energetically there. You know, they finding us. You know, guided and led to find the reader, find the friend that turns into family. I mean, soul family out there. You know, you get what I mean. So there's like mysterious ways in which we're connected, and I'm getting those downloads as well as the star card is here. I'm looking at this. As you establish yourself at the center of the universe, basically your consciousness is already a central point of the universe. We are all different lenses and all sorts of different like magnets in a way, using the law of attraction. You could be a magician once again. The magician is like, he's on the playing fields, the exact level wavelength of creation itself. So these are the initiators, the pioneers, those types of people. And there's advice about that here, no matter what your energy number is or who you are. A sign about something that you initiate or that you take action on here. I'm getting Aries energy in my third eye. I'm seeing Aries here. You know, leaping and going forward, because it's going to leave behind a star imprint. It's going to leave behind, I mean, obviously everything that you are is what it is, you know, is who you are, and it resonates with more people than you think. So when you're ready to hop into that state of being, because it will cultivate a lot of stability and prosperity and ways in which you can elevate your life to be at the utmost free level, be at the utmost like advantage and usage of your utilization of your vessel, right? You want to, you want to live comfortably for sure. So listen to the guidance. I'm hearing that you guys do have a star light code signature that you have, just like me, and the creations that you make in your thought process behind things is one of a kind. So don't doubt that, okay? Go about how you will go about things with the flow and your intuition, like on an internal state, originally and authentically to you. People will be rushing into you. You have people very interested in who you are, what you're doing. You could be a public presence, you could be a public figure, or turn into that soon. And you have a lot of people coming into you to communicate and curious, interested, messaging, gifting. I don't know why I'm seeing a bouquet of flowers. That's not like the ace of, or not the ace, the Knight of Cups or something, but it still is very much giving that energy of like, whoa, like rushing in, something like that. Also, another message, aside from that, other people, focusing on you here, the main character. These are all singular archetypes in these cards. And this is that, go towards the star, go towards your inner light. Your inner light is something that people will try to take and ruin and blah, blah, blah. But ultimately, that inner star light, for those of you that are actual stars, that have like Aquarius in your chart here, that can never be taken by someone else. And in fact, it's only taken or hidden or hindered by yourself. So there's some sort of bravery or skill that you're drawing out from this star energy. And it's going to leave something behind here. That's what I'm getting. It's going to seem, wow, look at the card that flew out, Knight of Cups. You will. This is confirmation that you will have people coming to congratulate you about something, to, wow, thank you, Spirit. You will have people like, maybe even people from the past being like, wow, I was wrong. Like, you really are doing that. Like, you really are. And you may have been wanting this for a while. Like gratification, but that's healthy. I think healthy gratification is healthy, especially if people have just done you wrong. But in general, even if you've been treated A-okay, 1444 on the timer, even if you've been treated A-okay, you still have people that really love you and support you, that are around you. The situation has been a little stagnant. It's giving me writer's block. It's so normal to go through this, especially seasonally or for a few months, a couple years. I mean, there's no rules to life at all. Um, yeah, some people are very quiet about how much they love you, like how much they've admired you for like your whole life. You need to hear that for sure. The Four of Coins. Why is the Four of Coins here? So that's somebody that's, hanging on to what they have. Someone that can be a bit frugal. Okay, you might be being frugal right now, needing to go through rest because of needing to be frugal. Totally understand that, especially with what's happening politically in the United States. Or in other countries as well, there may be like governmental, like changes or rent changes, volatility going on within like a housing market, something like that. Okay, could resonate for different individuals out there. Also, there's that energy of rest, making sure that you get enough rest and that you're budgeting, that you're making sure that you are maintaining your stability here, and that you're wherever you are, you're in a town, you're in some sort of city or something like that, and you're meditating, you're thinking to yourself, how am I gonna like piece this together? Know that others outside of yourself, others other than yourself, are going to be helping you. They will be assisting you on your goals. So know that with confidence and know that with comfort, okay? Take things easy. Spirit. What else would you like to talk about? Especially pertaining to the Four of Pentacles and the Four of Swords over here for our main character. Thank you. 3 cards. Ooh. The King of Wands, 3 of Cups, High Priestess. Yeah. Even though there could be a period of this, hold on. There's such a different energy here between this group and this couple, this group. I said couple as well, and that immediately made me think of relationship and love. So there could have been some kind of like thing you needed to heal from. Okay, if you've been single though, aside from that, love being there's a hair on here, a little fuzz. Being single or being in a relationship, you're being guided to put yourself first, focus on your passions. I get that a lot in readings recently. Focusing on your passions, making sure that you're directing your life in like to where you can fulfill your destiny here. There's a larger purpose that some of you are not yet like in control of, but you're on your way to, or that it's within you here. Okay? Anyway, like the King of Pentacles is a also this lizard energy here. I want to I'm noticing that too. I don't always notice the lizard in my readings, but it's giving me like you're transmutable. You are like mutable. You may have mutable signs in your chart. I just saw Pisces in my third eye. May have certain placements like that that allow you to like you know move like a fish in water, like unsuspecting, and you pop up and like people are like, oh my gosh, like something that you do, something that you do is giving me like people crowd around to like know who did that, like know who is behind that, who's the brains, who's the art, who's the artist behind the art. If that translates here, because it's also the High Priestess is here, so that's giving me like high class. The High Priestess is very mysterious, but also giving me like rich girl. She's giving me like everything is paid for. So your community could be literally helping to pay for everything. regarding like your passion projects. That's also the era that we're living in. My screensaver came up, sorry. But you have a friend group, you have some sort of soul family for sure. I could be a part of your soul family, definitely. I don't doubt it. Especially if you were born in the age of Aquarius. Like, I was born in 2001. I was born at the start of the age of Aquarius. So I very much resonate with very like unconventional, crazy, nearly insane people. Like, I really love people like that. Just side note, if that does resonate, or if you're goth, if some of you like wear like high contrast black and white a lot, I love that. Love it. That's also spirit confirming that like you look good and people love that. Okay? Continue. Continue being like unconventional. Okay, if that does resonate out there. Anyway, Spirit, do you want to show us any more cards here? Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's fast moving energy. There's so much. I'm also seeing this card in my readings recently. What? How many is this? The eight. The Eight of Wands. What does it say? Swiftness. Great haste. Great hope. Speed towards an end, which promises assured felicity. What does that mean? Felicity? That which is on the move. Also the arrows of love. Yeah, so there's I picked up on love here. You have a lot of offers. You have a lot of people that are interested in you, that want to date you, that want to have you around. Ooh. But there's like high it's I can't get my words out because that's how fast the energy is. Like high speed manifesting right now. Things are culminating. It's kind of like a cluster of stars in the sky. It's like you're that cluster, or you're one of those stars along with the cluster, and the group that you're in, the special group of people born, um, are seen like right away by most humans on the planet that is looking up at the night sky. It's that type of vibe I'm getting. Like you're one of them. You know, you're one of the chosen ones. You're just a standout. You're very highly talented in some way. You have some sort of special skills, special identity. You're tied to large scale causes as well. Some of you may be working, I'm not sure why I'm hearing the medical field, could be working with charities. I'm also hearing charities here, like for the greater good of all. You're that type of person here. So you are being invited to focus on self, because that will improve the world. I saw the Five of Wands, and I'm putting it back. I'm guided to just not have that Five of Wands energy for us here in this reading. There's going to be people, of course, there's always going to be people that are like, oh, the Emperor came out again. That was right behind yeah, so no one can move you. There's going to be people that are going to try to push you, oppositions, things like that. They may try to get under your skin, send you DMs. I don't know. Whoever you are that I'm talking to, I have to cover all bases, though. They're going to people are going to, like, I don't know, there could be certain judgments or arguments and drama in groups of people about you. Make sure that you're like separate, that you're this, right? That you know that you are a standalone, right? Or that you're meant to be only, it's either this way or with real friends, right? You're either on your own 2 feet, strong, you've gone through it, you've learned, you've become stronger, you're more resilient now, you've got more of a spiritual, energetic foundation going on for you, like intellectually as well. You have armor. You could be a Cancer here as well, or Aries. That this is your safe haven, if anything. They are out there, so These individuals, if they're not in your life, this group could be a group of two others and you. Yeah, something like that. That's coming up, or that's confirmation to retreat with them. When you're singled out by people, or when people try to pit against you in some way, it's just childish immaturity, and it's temporary. I'm hearing that, like, every time that happens or something, if it does, it's just temporary. It's not something permanent for your whole life. Also, I'm seeing this as like one really well-known artist and like a stylist and a producer. It's giving that. It's giving like a team for the purpose of where you're uplifted. Whoever's watching this, you're meant to hear that. Like, you're the uplifted individual for that reason, to make it easy. You know, you have that natural leader or something, initiative, drive. If you don't see yourself as a leader, you don't like that word. It's giving more like can be a leader in the minor arcana sort of sense. You get what I mean, right? I don't need to come up with like a synonym for everything. You get you get what I mean. But this is a very healing group. It's a very healing experience. So, however that resonates there. Spirit, do you have anything else? Wow, there's a lot of cards coming out here. So continue following your intuition. You're on the right track. You're very precise here. Also, I'm seeing your higher self. It's in communication, like you being here on the ground, sitting in a chair, sitting in your room, doing what you usually do. You're still connected to the highest of the high. You're connected to the angel's guidance, Archangel Metatron, Raphael, Michael, whoever else. And they're helping to guide you as well. You have this black cat here, the Queen of Wands. So once again, confirmation. It's like that feminine version of the King of Wands, that your passion project or the fire within you is going to establish a long-term, um, manageable, yeah, it's gonna, I don't always read the economy word up here, but a financial situation here. Okay, stability. I'm getting major abundance from this temperance card here. You see the sun, you see the hill, you see the grass, the water. I mean, all these elements are in this card. Air, water, fire back here, earth. Yeah, it's getting, everything's balancing out as you focus on what you're meant to focus on. And it's something having to do with a skill, something like very specific to you. Personally, with me, for example, pop music, dark pop, electronic synth pop, um, things like that, like edgy pop, kind of giving that like digital electronic music. That's up my alley, and that's a very like certain niche that I'm in music. So for me, that's where I see myself in this card. You know, like it's a distinct kind of signature tied to your star energy. Okay, so you're coming into the world in this way, as well as having a very strong intuition. Fire and water and air, lots of fire, water, and air in this reading, and a little bit of earth. It's giving Virgo. You could have Virgo in your chart. Very good organizational skills, like going straight to where you need to go, like the maiden will, tidy in that way. Was there another card that? Oh yeah, there was. The Seven of Cups. So you're gonna have these. You're gonna feel you're coming out of a time of being like not ready, or not really feeling that you are in the space to. I don't know. Maybe it's because you've been alone or something. Could be a few different things here. the Two of Swords. That you've been in a space of like observing the playing field, thinking on an internal level. Yeah, like working from the inside of yourself a lot of the time, observing your options here. There could have been some sort of third party situation that you were involved in that is fading and it's transforming. This third party situation is transforming into this for you. And certain people that were meant to leave your life, if this resonates here, are there's going to be like a replacement of them. It's like the toxic or whoever these people were, older connections kind of fade away, and the new connections come right in as you stay in this power. Creativity. Also, this is giving me like you creating variations of self here. It's like your shadow is creating different presence, and what I'm different, not presence, like a different identity in each way, like a song. Okay, that's a good example here. Or like paintings, different job roles. Like you could have been a assistant manager over here, and you could be like a general manager over here. Those are pretty different. You know, you're treated pretty differently. You go through different experiences in each thing. So your shadow, like when you go inside, where no one can see, only really yourself and God, or the spirit team and the angels and things of that nature. Um, they've been aware of where you've been at, you know, even if it's been in the dark or like in your house or in your room or something like that. Okay, or wherever the circumstance of your life has been. So there's also advice here that if you've been thinking about like putting yourself into pieces of art, go ahead. Like make sure it's actually kind of weird or distinct, you know, something out of the box here. Because there's like, this card is always like a can of, not a can of worms, because sometimes that can mean trouble. It's giving me like, you know, that winding box and then an object pops out from like a clown usually has. That's the vibe that this card gives me sometimes. There's like a reef, there's a worm, or is it a snake? I think that's a snake. I don't think it's a worm, but it's colored like a worm. It's like an earthworm color. What is that? Like, what is this? It's like, there's like an, I don't know, like a nub. There's like an arm with like a cloth over it. And then there's a head in like a rigid kind of castle. It looks like some fantasy castle jewels that are like glowing really bright. Also, this cloth is glowing red. Like, you know, it's giving random. Also, this is like a lizard being with wings. So it's giving like it does not need to make sense, whatever you make. You just need to make it. You know, it's tied to this original artist here. So that's really the conclusion. You know, that's the conclusion, is that like leave it as a mystery a little. Let people find who you are. Because you have so much energy. Whoever's like meant to see this reading, you're matching my energy wavelength. That's the only way you can like be be reciprocative to me as a reader, is like if you are on my energy wavelength, or else I'm gonna seem like I'm steamrolling in a way. Do you get what I mean? Utilize this fire in you. Utilize your anger. Okay, that's also what I'm getting. Your emotions. It's like one song can be like more like, you know, like almost like you're on a horse and you're like the horse is chasing and hunting something down. Or and then another song could be like the love song, like me and this blah, blah, blah. And a whole different pace of being, okay? Very mutable. There's something mutable about whoever's meant to see this. So utilize those different parts of yourself and put yourself into something. Okay? And getting that you're an artist, you are some sort of main character that's meant to have some sort of public one of a kind recognition. People being familiar to who you are. Yes. Yes. Okay. I'm going to conclude this here. I don't think I'm going to draw from the Oracle deck. You know, the Hanged Man, so confirmation that you are seeing things clearly. If you are like you do believe deep down inside, and you've believed this for a long time, I deserve to be a millionaire. But, I don't necessarily do all of this work to deserve the millions. It's actually giving like what the reading is saying is that you just have to decide and move forward, like with what you're already doing, and let the world find you. Okay. Some of you guys are like, duh, I know, and some of you are like, okay, I guess so. I can just already feel it. Okay. I hope this resonated. I love you guys, and be the star, but do it when you're ready. If you've gone through breakups or something, or if you've just needed to rest and like recoup, do that first. Okay, take care of yourself, numero uno, before you entertain the world. Okay, all right. I love you guys. Bye.